Hi, it's 3 in the 303. Jenny D, Tammy Oakland, Kathie J, all from Cozy 101.1. And we wanted to talk a little bit about this because you and I have had a lot of conversations lately because teenage boy at home, hungry all the time. So what are some like easy meals? Because I went to the store last night, $100.
Yeah.
And granted, it was 2 meals once you put it out. So I got a rotisserie chicken, shredded it up. I had Caesar salad with avocado and tomato last night. And then tonight we're going to put it in tacos. The rest of the chicken.
Nice. Yeah,
but like, so that's 2 meals. But $100 for 2 meals.
Yeah. I went last night and it was $70. Granted, I had a couple of snacks for me.
I mean,
I was so proud of myself because this whole thing came up because it's like, you kind of get in a rut where you're having the same thing all the time, right? And it's like, and I'm not this great chef, so he's like, well, can you try some new recipes and stuff? So I made a garlic lemon chicken over pasta last night with a spinach.
Dang.
Girl, it was so good.
Did you use a recipe or were you just like...
I used a recipe.
Dang.
No, I told
you gotta send that to me.
Yeah, it was like so good.
See,
and
that
then
sounds good.
But then I was
even
like,
what you said sounded good.
Yeah, yours sounded amazing.
Yours sounded good too.
But I was like, look, I can cook.
Right.
But it's the little tiny ones. And I always feel like, so I hate taking my kids to the store. I'm sure yours do the same thing where it's like, I want. And you're so
it's
hard
like
to say no.
3 times more expensive because,
Because
So-
they're with you, right.
So then when they get home, they're like, oh, that doesn't sound good. Tough. Like I was like, I made tacos last week and Paige is like, I didn't really feel like tacos. I didn't ask what you felt like.
Right.
Like you become your parents now because
kind of
everything
it.
is so expensive.
Yeah.
And you do have to prep. You do have to have it. Like I can't go after they get off of school every day to the grocery store to figure out
It's time
what they
consuming.
feel like.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
It's
Why
like, I
would
don't know
you do
what
that
you're
to
hungry
yourself?
for. Like, I mean, I don't know if it happens with you guys, but it's like they get on a kick. So then you go to like Costco and you get it in bulk. And then
They don't like it
They
anymore.
decide they don't want it anymore. And then you have a bunch in the freezer.
Have you been in the freezer? Those Uncrustables? Yes. Same thing. They had to have. I had to go to 4 different places to get the hazelnut ones because they wanted the hazelnut ones,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
No. Then they're like, I don't really like these.
Are you
I
talking
had
about
a
the
giant
Uncrustables
Costco
in our
box.
freezer?
toaster
the freezer
strudel.
over at the
Yes, if you want any of those Uncrustables, those are all mine.
I've been wondering. No offense, I assume they belong to one of the dudes over at the sports station because that's
Every
totally
once in a while I feed
a
the
dude-
animals.
It's a dude snack. So, yeah, right. Feed
I was
the
like,
animals.
I was like, I'm just gonna keep them in here. So like Steve likes
Hazelnut
to.
Uncrustable.
Steve was eating them for a while out of the vending machine. I'm like, why pay $3 when
I have this, the
I
kids
have them
didn't
all at
want
home
it.
and I need.
So basically, anytime there's food in the office, just know it's because some mom bought a bunch of stuff that her kids aren't going to
They
eat
didn't want it.
anymore.
Oh yeah. Well, I laughed because this morning we had a big meeting. We have like a town hall meeting at our work, and so they had like a bunch of leftover chips and cookies and sodas, and there was like,
Moms.
take it. Oh man, that stuff does not last. When those sports guys got in this morning,
It was gone, I bet.
all of it. There's like half a cookie left. I'm like,
Come
first of
on.
all, who eats half a cookie and leaves the other half in there?
When I
Right?
left last night, and I left later, I left like 6:30ish, right? There was a whole thing of chocolate chip cookies that hadn't been opened, and there was like probably 8 of the chips left, Cheetos and all that.
Yeah.
There was
I only
nothing.
took 2 chips.
Wild. Well, this was when I was
I
leaving
only took
last
2
night.
chips.
No, today. Well, so at least there were some this morning. I assumed that those.
No, I took them yesterday.
Oh, well, see
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
So whatever.
So no,
overnight.
it was those guys came in. I went to go refill my water bottle, so it was probably within a 15-minute span. I went over there. I was like, dude, vultures. The sports guys are vultures. Sorry, we love you. And you know it's not Mark Schlereth.
Oh, yeah.
It's like all the different producers and stuff like that, just going over like the young kids.
Well, we were there. I was that age. Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
taking anything. But
When you're young, you can eat anything, and it goes, yeah. You
and if
still
it's
look
free
good.
and if it's in the building, I'll take that. Actually, I did take it. Like, what do you think the girls took for their lunches today? They had barbecue chips and Cool Ranch Doritos.
Yeah.
Groceries are
And
expensive, so it's like you want to offer it up. I'm going to take a couple.
exactly right.
That's what I do. You've seen my little cabinet. Like I got, it was those other like the leather little ones where the kids are like, I don't really like those. I'm like,
Yeah.
well,
You're eating 'em.
You're gonna eat them. Like that's the thing is you have to because otherwise, like I have 4 of something in there that's been in there for a year, and then they have like brand new, like they are really into like the Gatorade protein bars.
Okay.
So they'll eat all those off the top of it.
Right.
And then the same stuff stuck in the bottom
Yeah,
where
right,
I'm like,
totally.
come on, dude, go eat those.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. I just don't want that. I don't care. That was never an option when we were growing up.
Or you get a multi-pack with different flavors. They eat the flavor they like, and then the rest sits for eternity.
Oh, that's sitting.
And it's like, why did you buy that box if you're not gonna? Well, I don't want to eat those.
It's unfortunate. Our pantry has reached the point of, and the fridge of, it's a hard knock life. Like we've reached the point where they're eating the
What's in
cereal
there,
they didn't
yeah.
want. They eating this that they didn't want. Like, you didn't get those bananas last. Well, guess what? They're a little bit more brown. You're still eating them.
Oh.
What's
Or
that-
we're flipping them
What's
into
that
bread.
one?
for
What's
sure.
that one
Everything
show
is
where they
being
have
something.
like they give you 5 ingredients, you
Yeah.
have to figure something out?
We do
That's
that.
essentially like my dinner plan at least once
You
a week.
Google it. You just Google it. It's
ChatGPT.
amazing. It'll put the coolest recipes for
yeah.
you. Like that's what we do. I have lasagna noodles and I have this and and then it'll hit back. Do you have a cream of chicken? I'm like, I have some broth. Like
Here's your
we put stuff
recipe.
together. It's crazy.
And then when it goes really well, you're like, I'm Chef Jenny D.
I know.
I'm Chef Jenny D.
But it's like,
and then when
it's-
it goes bad and your kids are like, this is terrible.
Well, yeah.
that's
It's when
what-
it judges you and you're like, well, I've got Captain Crunch berries, just the Captain Crunch, not the berries, and I've got some rice. What can I make with that?
They're like, well, sprinkle it on top of it. It's like a nice little like
There you go.
crust on.
They're
but-
like,
crumble it
you're
up, make a
having
crust.
rice for dinner and Captain Crunch for dessert.
yeah, yep.
That's what I would
But
do.
it is like trying to come up with ideas and things to make. I was like, this week was like, no, I hear you, I get it, but like, what am I, and we're so busy and like
And
you
that's
said,
the thing, too,
groceries are
is, like, being
expensive.
able
It's, like,
to-
trying to be creative with new things to make. But
And I don't know about you guys. Like, I'm not a huge. I wasn't a huge fan of leftovers because that's really what we lived on when we were kids.
Yeah.
And we were very poor, so it was
mine
like,
doesn't like leftovers either.
yeah. So for me,
Guess
like,
what I brought for lunch today?
See? But now I'm started like now with everything being so expensive, I'm appreciating it a little bit more. Where I'm like, ooh, I do have some leftovers. I don't care. I'll have garlic chicken or whatever for breakfast. Like it's
right.
It's the
Yeah.
weirdest thing in the entire world because
like-
I'm not used to that. Like,
Yeah.
You're
But
the
you
adult
wanna-
clearing the plate.
Yeah, you're like, what was it
Right.
yesterday or not yesterday? Last week when I did make the tacos, and it was like, check the dates, Mom, because this sour cream has been expired for over a month. I'm like, well, smell it.
Right,
See,
that's
like-
right. Smell it. Could you just smell it really fast?
We pulled something out the other day. I can't remember what it was. It was just the other day too, but it was a year old. And I went, I just bought that. Like, no, it expired over a year ago. And I'm like, where's the time going?
Like barbecue
Yeah, it's
sauce,
like,
salad dressing,
time
like
to
all
clean
that
out
stuff.
the pantry and the
Yeah.
refrigerator.
Well, and like you said though, but it's like it's bare bones in there. So I have 2 roommates. So the roommates, of course, like younger, no kids, whatever else, like they'll go and like I just sit there and like sometimes drool at their side of the pantry because they have so many things. Like because they don't have the responsibilities of
Yeah.
kids and whatever else.
Right.
So they have
all the
everything.
money. The
everything. I'm
expense.
looking over, they're going, I don't think they're gonna miss that rice.
Right, exactly. right. What's one Oreo?
They won't miss a ding
Yeah.
dong.
Right,
I know,
right,
right?
exactly. Well, it's not a big deal.
So if you have some cool recipes that are easy and light, really, really helpful. Like it's
Good family recipes that,
and other moms, like you guys know how to cut corners now. Like things that I used to be able to make, like chili and whatever. Like it's so expensive getting all
Yeah.
the ingredients, but if you can cut it down into something more simple and it still tastes good, like I'd love. You guys can drop those in the comments or send them to us because I really would like to start like a. Hey guys, this is what I did this
Yeah,
week.
no, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, like, my recipe was great last night, but it was funny. Yeah, it was a little more time consuming. It wasn't too bad, honestly. Like, it really wasn't. But I was like, I couldn't do that every night. 'Cause,
Right.
Busy. But at least a couple times a week.
Yeah.
And like you were talking about the chili. That's why we do. We cook for an army. We do the big pot because a lot of that stuff freezes. So we'll make a giant pot and then portion it out and freeze it.
Do you
so that we
put like
have
do you
it
put
later.
a date on it in the freezer and stuff
Sure
like that
do.
too? That's
yeah,
what
label with the date.
neither.
No, I mean, I'm just not a cook. So that's why I'm sitting here listening to you guys like, this is fascinating. I mean,
like, my kids got barbecue chips
wow,
for dinner.
this is amazing. Like, and I'm my husband is, thank God, he handles the dinners and
Yeah.
they eat whatever he's grilling and stuff. So thank God.
Well, that's a good thing about it
This
this
is not
season right
me.
now, the
No
grilling.
way.
Grilling, that's going to save a lot.
Because if I come home, like there's times I come home at I get home at 7. There's times that the kids, if I have to cook something that's like 15 minutes takes me an hour. I'm just not good at it because I'm like, measure it again. Do this. Okay, well, some things can't be put together before you mix in a different kind. You know, it's a chemical reaction. If the butter's too melted, like I am lost.
We found Kathie's kryptonite.
Oh yeah, cooking. I say it's bad.
Yeah.
Like do you know
That's the only thing I could probably beat you at.
anything? No, you can beat me in a lot. Of
It's
it.
late in the day for you though too.
But again,
I mean, 7 o'clock at night.
I
You're trying
need
to do
2
that.
hours to do a dinner.
Your
so
brain's fried.
Oh no,
Like,
yeah. So it's just horrible for me. But what you made sounded even. I mean. I tried to do the taco thing, and again, it was like a $70 bill, and I was like, I should have got a Del Taco for Taco Tuesday.
That's what they were saying, fast food right now.
Like, I mean, that was the win. All of us eat for $18.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Okay, here's an easy one that I think even you could do, and like this is a great
Remember,
one.
I
Like, my kid eats all
can't
the
even
time.
hard-boil eggs.
I can't either, honestly.
Okay, that makes me
I
feel
always
better.
have to look it up.
I have
But of
a
all the
little
things,
timer
right?
thing that my mother-in-law, mother-in-law bought me that I put in there, and they'll tell you when they're done because otherwise,
Yeah,
you don't know.
I couldn't remember.
Okay.
I'm like,
But I make taco cupcakes, and it's so simple. You get wonton wrappers, stick them in the little muffin tin. You know the
What are the
what do you call
wonton
them, the muffin
wrappers?
things?
Which ones are those?
they're just square.
Is that the egg roll wrapper?
It's like an egg roll wrap, but it's
Okay.
wonton, so they're
Okay.
square. They're square. So you put it in the muffin tin.
That's
you
where the
put some
crab cheese things come in, right?
Yes, yes,
See,
yes.
I don't eat
Rangoons,
those, but I know what
rangoons.
you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So then you just put some
those
meat
go in the
there.
muffin
If you
tins,
hamburger, I
put the
use
meat.
chicken, turkey, whatever.
Is it
so
cooked
it's
meat?
cheese.
And
Yeah.
have you already put it? It's all like so. It's the ingredients, and now we're baking it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
So you
it's
just
I
need
already browned the meat.
Yes, brown
See,
the
I
meat.
can speak that
Whatever you-
language.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
fold
Brown
in
the
the
meat.
cheese, Kathy. Then you're gonna fold
You're
in
gonna
the
fold
cheese.
it. How do you fold? What's fold?
Can I?
I don't know how I can say it anymore.
Okay,
Just
okay.
fold in the
Okay,
cheese.
keep going, and then I bake
Okay,
it.
so you got a layer of cheese, another wonton wrapper, and then meat, and then cheese on top, and you bake it for like 10 minutes just till the wontons are like crispy.
Okay, and
then
then-
you add lettuce, tomato, sour cream,
See, that
whatever,
sounds
and you
yummy.
got wonton tacos.
Do
And
you
we make that
know-
all the time.
Here's the perfect example of a Kathie J cooking. So like 2 weeks ago, JJ was like, I had this pork chops and bacon, and I didn't get out, and it was snowing that night, so he couldn't go out to the smoke or whatever. So I go home and I'm like, Alexa, I chat GPT, and so they're like, wrap the bacon around the pork chops, right? So, and then you got to put it into the skillet and get it kind of, hard for a minute and seared, right? That's the word. You got to sear this side and sear that side.
I was gonna say you don't really want it hard, but yeah.
So do you know every single pork chop fell apart? Every single piece of bacon was rolling right off. I'm trying to put I'm like, you know what? I am going to get some chop those little toothpicks. Stick that in there. And I'm like, and now I'm trying to do that. Didn't matter at all. Now you know what's happening? So much grease. I have no idea how people cook like this. So I'm like pouring my skillet of grease like off onto the styrofoam crap.
with that toothpick.
With the toothpick. I can't. And then at the end of the day, I put it into and it's like, and my bacon's all rubbery. It didn't sear. And so it's time because the pork chop on the inside is definitely cooking. So I'm like, it's in the pan. It hasn't even made it into the oven, and it's already cooking. So then, see, this is what happens with Gabby.
God, you need to record
More bacon, and then there's more grease. So guess what happens? At the end of the day, I cooked it like normal. I pull it all out. The bacon is all weird, so that has to come off of the pork to go back in to get recooked. There's more grease everywhere, and my husband said that the pork chops tasted okay. I was like,
that's
okay.
a win.
Okay, but there was grease everywhere. How
That's
do you
a
deal with
win.
that?
Well, no,
You said it was
wasn't.
okay.
It wasn't, and
That
the
was a
girls
win.
had it right before 9 o'clock before they went to bed. I was like, "Is it good? Now go brush your teeth. It's time for bed."
I thought you were going to tell me you called DoorDash right after that.
I was.
This
going
is a
there.
great story.
So tell me though, what do you do with all that grease? Like it was so
You
much.
scrub. You scrub. And then you scrub some more.
It was so much grease,
Yeah.
and it was disgusting.
Yeah.
So I'm not good at that kind of stuff. So
I just need you next time to do a
film it?
video.
Please don't make me
Yes.
know. You
I don't
want
even
it.
need to
Cooking
share it
with
with. I'm not
Kathie
going to share it
J.
with you guys. Cooking with Kathie
There's,
J.
you know what? When I used to be on that TV show and it was so much fun, I had the most amazing chefs come on it, right? And I would just get to stand there and I was just like in amazement, like, Chef David, how did you just do that? I was standing right here. Like, it's people that can cook. It's just a talent.
Well, let me give you some hope.
Yeah.
I've never cooked a day in my life until about 3 years ago
How is that possible?
because I can't stand cooking.
But you're really good at it.
I can't stand. My mom was always the cook in the house. I never got the domestic gene at all.
And then my mom went in for the shoulder surgery, ended up losing her arm, long story. So now she can't do anything. I was forced, because she lives with me. So I was forced to like learn her recipes because we have to carry the traditions on in our family because she's got
That's why you
the best
kakaka.
recipes.
Because she kakakas over your shoulder.
She taught me how to cook. And so now here I am 3 years later going, like last night I was like,
when you sent
I
me
never
the photo,
thought about that. Yeah.
I was like, what in the
It was
heck?
awesome.
Yeah. So
Like, I
I'm
wouldn't
proud
even
of
touch
you.
meat.
Photo.
Like I wouldn't even touch meat.
I didn't get a
Awesome,
food
you.
photo.
Awesome.
No,
Look,
it's too late now.
No, you need to get it. You need
It's
to
too
get
late
me
now. Like you're already bragging to Kathy.
Right, but
And
so
Kathy's sitting there going, "Is this like a passive aggressive waiter?" For her to like,
right.
is this
I
a
was-
one-up game? Where's
Right.
that little
I was-
sound from Mario?
It's like, don't you want that? No.
I was waiting for it to be
I was
like,
proud of
I'll bring you
myself.
in some tomorrow. You can try it.
I brought some for lunch.
Did you?
I did.
I'm gonna try
Okay.
it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So you didn't bring any.
So
for
I'm gonna
you,
be
though.
door dashing for lunch today.
And you know what? It is an old craft that has to be new again, and that's learning to
Yes.
cook, learning to bake, learning
Because-
to do all that. There's generations we got away with it because you could walk to the store and do it, but with the way that prices are and the way that things
Yeah.
are, you got to start getting back into this humble attitude of
You know
making
what is
it
a
work.
good start for you though,
Huh.
and I feel like that's and I go to that a lot of the times. Like if you go to King Soopers, especially, like if you go to King Soopers, they have like the meals that are there.
Yes, the
Yeah.
little meal
the,
kits.
the little meal kits, and
Yeah.
that was
All
one of
together.
the way that I started like experimenting with different things because
Yeah.
we had I had a meal kit service for a little bit when I was married, where it was like, oh, these are things. But it was funny though because I'm calling my mother-in-law at the time, going, "How do you zest a lemon? Like I don't understand.
How do you
What's
fold it in?
And then you have like all these tools. You're like, I don't know what any of these do.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like,
And it's magical.
Oh, yeah.
So no,
Yeah.
you know what? That's actually true. And the other thing I did is I was smart enough to every summer my girls go to a cooking camp. My girls
Your
are
girl,
good.
your girl can
Yeah,
cook because
they
she
can
you
cook.
brought that stuff in and we ate it and it was good.
Yeah, so they
oh
can
yeah, the
cook.
cupcakes that were
yeah.
like
Oh
decadent.
yeah, her
I'm like,
cupcakes
oh man.
that she cooked with the other grandma. I
That's-
was like,
yeah.
That's my
And-
11-year-old. Like that's her favorite thing now to do is she tries these recipes. Like whether it's she made her own Starbucks refresher or she really likes to make guacamole. And
That's
like
awesome.
I was
Yeah.
like, when I
Get
did the
on
tacos,
it.
I'm like, here's your avocado. Here is
Get going.
Yeah.
See,
I feel
and
like,
it's adorable. So
and then I get to be Gordon Ramsay, like, I wouldn't put that much of the the chili powder's a little on the spicy side.
Speaking of not knowing what everything is, like this is embarrassing. Like I was today years old when I realized we had a knife in our house that's an avocado knife. Like it's a weird looking thing. So it
Yeah.
comes out and it's like round like this and it's serrated on
isn't
this
that
end.
to cut cheese?
And like, no, it's an avocado knife.
It's an avocado.
And I was
How do you
like,
use that?
This is, so you
So
I just
basically,
like, you cut it
Because it's
open.
got the
'Cause it
weird
goes-
thingies.
no, it just has like a crescent in it so that you can cut around.
Yeah, so you just cut it open, and then it's so you can scoop and take the best invention ever. And I've had it in my house for years and never knew what it was.
I thought it was for cheese balls. 'Cause it was-
No, mine's a knife. It looks like a spatula. It's a knife, like
I'm
a
gonna-
spatula
okay, but
knife.
that's okay. But
But
how
you're
do
talking
you
about
do
the
it?
amazing.
one
I
that's
didn't
like
Oh
an
know.
wait, I do know what you.
You're talking about
Yeah.
the scooper.
No,
Oh.
but yours looks like kind of a scooper, doesn't it?
No,
it
no,
doesn't?
mine's flat, like
We're
a
gonna have to- I'm
spatula
gonna have to
knife.
Google
like
it.
Google it. But I was
will.
like, that's an avocado knife.
I don't have one. That's
What?
a bougie thing.
But
That's really
but
cool.
talking
I
about
love
how
that.
bringing some of the old stuff back, there's a lot of like food influencers and cookers and stuff like that chefs that are doing these TikToks and they're like, oh, you should do this and this and this. And I show my mom and she's like, that's how my grandma made it. So a lot of that stuff now is coming back as
in
new.
TikTok.
And she's like, they're using my recipe. Like,
What's
she'll
old
watch
is
the
new
cooking
again.
shows
Ah.
and they're using her grandma's
And then I'm like,
recipes.
here's a salad in a bag, and here's a rotisserie chicken that somebody already cooked.
Yeah.
Voila!
That's me.
It works.
Without my avocado, I don't have the knife, so I had to cut it the old school way.
How
Like, I
neat,
have all my
though.
mom's old stuff.
Yeah,
know,
there's
and I
some
was
cool
like,
stuff. Like if you ever come across a Pampered Chef thing and you're like, I don't know where this came from, but how would you use this? Like it's it's some sort of
And you're like, oh, it's so convenient until you have to clean it.
right. Well,
Yeah.
something I don't know, but
There's always
Yeah.
a catch.
always
Yeah.
a catch. But again, they would love recipes, and we're all in this together.
Hey, if you have a Kathie J inspired dish
yeah.
that you think she
Yes.
can make, I'm gonna make her film it, or I'm gonna tell your JJ to do it on a secret camera so you don't know it's being filmed.
That's
I
true.
can't.
That's
I can do tacos.
Something extra greasy.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
please.
Bacon wrapped chicken, maybe.
I mean, what would you do? Like, who does that? It was so much grease.
That's
it
when you go
wouldn't
out to eat.
stop.
I hate doing bacon because it's greasy.
It was so
everywhere.
greasy.
I don't know. I like it. And then it drips down.
like
It
it.
drips down your chin, and you're like, I'm sexy.
And you need a toothpick.
What is that?
That was worse. I was trying to shove
my God.
the toothpick
No,
through the bacon into the pork.
No.
We're
We're
not.
gonna have a couple different discussions here with Kathie, but you guys have an amazing Mother's Day weekend. And as we're saying this, don't make your mom cook or clean.
Take her out to eat.
Oh, please don't. Yeah,
Yes.
do something good for your mom.
Yeah.
Love you. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.